Good morning. Please, can we start? Good morning, everyone. We'll start with opening prayer to be led by Dr. Bakari. Please give us the opening prayer.
In Jesus' name, in the mighty name of Jesus, eternal rock of ages, we bless you for this opportunity to learn, unlearn, and to be learned. We bless you for our wonderful university that is showing all the time, and for the Postgraduate College for bringing this initiative in collaboration with the Department of Information Management. Accept our thanks and praise in Jesus' name. Father Lord, we commit this session into your hands, O God. We commit our speaker into your hands, O God. We're going to speak through her. Father Lord, with the knowledge that she has, that she's going to impact our students and impact staff too. And at the end of this program, we'll have come focus to glorify your holy name. And our students will continue to swell from glory to glory in the name of Jesus. For in Jesus' almighty name we have prayed. Amen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bakare. Once again, I want to sincerely welcome every one of us to this training, one-day training. On behalf of the Postgraduate College and Department of Information Management, Lee City University, I am delighted to welcome you to this training section on Mastering Advanced Literature Search Strategy Exploration of PubMed and EBSCO host for evidence-based research, to be handled by a guru and an eminent scholar, Dr. Oluwaseun Obashola. She is the Electronic Resources Librarian at the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, Austria. After my welcome address, I will call on Dr. Folashade Oguntoye to read the citation of our trainer, and after which the trainer will come up. PubMed is a free online resource created and maintained by the National Institute NIH that provides access to biomedical and life science literature. It is a database of citations and abstracts, primarily from the Medline database, but also includes other resources like PubMed Central articles. PubMed does not contain full text of any article. EBSCO host, which is from Elton B. Stevens Company, is an interface that provides access to a range of database, e-journals, and e-books. The database are particularly useful for identifying journal articles and other publications on a particular topic within the subject areas covered by each database. We are excited to have you here, both those online and those ones are here physically. And we appreciate your commitment to continuous learning and professional development. This training has been designed to equip you with practical knowledge, relevant skills, and valuable insights that you can apply in your roles as postgraduate students while you are carrying out your research, as researchers, whether you're a lecturer. Over the course of this session, we encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and share your experiences. The strength of any training lies not just in the materials presented, but in the engagement and exchange of ideas among participants. We hope this will be a rewarding experience for you and that you will leave with new knowledge. Thank you for joining us, and once again, we welcome you. Dr. Ogutoye to read the citation of the trainer. We will appreciate if the trainer can turn on our camera so that she will be visible to both those online and those physical, while others should turn off their camera.
From the University of Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. She also holds a Bachelor of Science, second class upper in Computer Science with Economics from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State. She is a certified librarian and associate of the Modson Center University of Houston, Urbana campaign, and the coordinator of the Qatar Librarian Group. She was awarded the Consortium for Advanced Research Training in Africa, Qatar Fellowship in 2013, and the Craven Research Fellowship at the British Library in the United Kingdom in 2016. She is currently engaged at the IAEA Littner Library in Vienna, Austria, where she provides strategic oversight in the management of electronic resources. She is also an associate lecturer at the Center for Child and Adolescent Mental Health, University of Ibadan, where she teaches postgraduate students how to search online academic databases, use of EndNotes, Medley for reference management, and Turnitin for plagiarism search strategies, and plagiarism check. She has also supported researches in Europe, USA, and across Africa to develop search strategies and conduct literature search using online academic databases for systematic reviews. Dr. Oluwaseun has worked in the information communication technology ICT sector for 2 years before crossing over to the librarianship profession. She's proficient in the area of systems, maintenance, electronic archiving, cataloging, digitization, literature searches, subject bibliographies, and metadata analysis. Our research interests are the use of ICT to provide maternal and child health information behavior of different target groups, library digitization projects, use of online health information resources, and other library resources to provide online resources and other library resources to improve the well-being of people, as well as support teaching, learning, and research. Dr. Oluwaseun has facilitated workshops and attended conferences within and outside the country. Her papers are published in local and international journals. She's a leader with foresight and creativity, engaged in continuous learning, and always willing to advance the frontier of knowledge. Can you welcome with me Dr. Obeshola Oluwaseun?
Thank you very much, Dr. Ogutoye. Once again, we welcome Dr. Obashola. Standing on existing protocol, Dr. Obashola has 1 hour for our presentation, after which we expect our student to interact with her by asking her questions. Over to you, Dr. Obashola. You have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the introduction, and I thank the provost of the college. Please, can you hear me? I hope my voice is loud enough. And also Dr. Adeyeye for the opportunity. I would like to just quickly just state some ground rules before I go into the presentation. If you have a question, you have a comment in the course of the lecture, you can write the question or the comment in the chat box or signify by raising your hand. It could be a comment, it could be a question. And without wasting time, I would like to go into my presentation. So I will be sharing my screen now. Can you see my slide? Can you hear me, please? I don't know if anybody is hearing me.
We could see the slides before, but now we can't. But we can see it.
Okay. Okay, so in this session, I will be focusing on advanced literature search. We'll be exploring how to search online academic databases for evidence-based research. And the session will mainly focus on PubMed and EBSCO research platform. So the objectives of the session are to ensure that students are aware of the relevant online academic databases available to them. They are familiar with methods of searching online databases effectively, not just the basic search, but also how to implement the advanced search technique when searching online academic databases. And also to be able to critically assess the results of searches to determine the publications that are relevant, reliable, and evidence-based for their research. And before we go into the advanced search, first, we will be focusing on the definition and description of an online academic database, and then discuss examples of online academic databases, how to search them using filters and Boolean operators, and of course, implementing advanced search technique on PubMed and EBSCO. I would like to say at this point that PubMed is the search engine of Medline. Medline is the database, and PubMed is the search engine. That's the front end. That's where we all go to put in our search string to retrieve the search results. And EBSCO is more than a database. It is a dynamic research platform providing access to databases, e-journals, e-books. It is more than an online academic database. It is a dynamic, robust research platform, generally referred to as EBSCO Discovery Service. So what is an online academic database? Because we have a lot of databases, but online academic databases are different. So an online academic database is a digital collection, a digital repository of scholarly works. It could be books, book chapter, journal articles, conference proceedings, technical report, and much more. And usually focusing on a specific subject area, but it can be multidisciplinary and accessible via the internet. Please note that online academic databases are accessible and searchable via the, it's important to note the two words, because there are a lot of databases, online databases, that are not searchable. So it's also important to note that online academic databases are different because the content are produced with active involvement of academics. So the selection of the content is usually based on objective evaluation of merit by researchers, authorities in specific subject area. And most of the time, the impact, for example, the impact factor of the journal outlet where articles or research work are published are assessed and determined, before such outlets are indexed in online academic databases. And we have examples like Scopus, PubMed, Medline, even Google Scholar, that I'm sure we are all very familiar with that. Now, at this point, I would like to say that not all journal collections, because there are some journal collections from publishers like Elsevier, Wiley, Taylor and Francis, which researchers also use. I would like to say that these are not adequate representations of the academic literature, because they are not as robust as Web of Science, Scopus, or Google Scholar. I'm not saying they cannot be used for research. Of course, they can be used for research, but they are not adequate. They can be used as an additional adjunct to robust databases like Web of Science or Scopus. What I'm trying to say is, when conducting a research, you cannot just search Science Direct or Wiley and then say, oh, I've searched online academic database for my research work. And it's most likely possible that because this collection are not as robust as maybe Web of Science, Scopus, or even PubMed, some important journal articles may be missed out. So examples of online academic databases, we have here Medline. That's the first one. I've put Medline there first because, of course, we will be using it and it's free. Medline is the back end, while PubMed is the front end, the search engine. It is popularly known by everybody as PubMed. I really don't need to go into details about PubMed because the provost briefly described PubMed. PubMed focuses on areas like medicine, nursing, dentistry, veterinary medicine, healthcare system, preclinical sciences, just to mention a few of the areas, even medical sociology. And it is free. It can be accessed by anyone across the globe. There is also the WHO Health Library. This is one-stop database for all the official documents of the WHO. If you need to report on mortality rate, maternal and child mortality rate of any country, this is one database that you can access freely, and it's free. And the next one is Global Health. Global Health used to be free, but it's no longer free. It's subscription-based, so we need to be able to access it through a subscription via a library or an institution. And then another example there is PsycInfo, which is related to areas like psychiatry, sociology, education, neurosciences. So you can access publications, these areas from PsycInfo. And of course, the popular Web of Science and Scopus, these are multidisciplinary databases. They're very robust, indexed a lot of journal outlets, books, conference proceeding, technical reports can be accessed on this. And the last there is EBSCO, and I put the asterisk there because EBSCO is more than an online academic database. It provides access to other databases. It indexes e-journal collections, reports, and much more. And it is very dynamic. This is very good for social sciences, education, arts, and even sciences and technology. It is very robust. It's important to be aware of these databases, what they offer, so that when you have a research to conduct based on the concept of interest, you can easily see the database that is relevant to the research you're about to embark on. So at this point, I would just like to mention or talk about Research for Life, and it's a program that provides access to information resources for institutions in low and middle income country. It is supported by WHO, FAO, UNEP, ILO, just to mention a few of the organizations involved in the project or program. And Research for Life provide access to the Cochrane Library, Web of Science, Scopus, the World Bank, e-Library, and Sinai. So it's important to maybe contact your library or librarian to find out how you can access this, because the challenge with, okay, you have the knowledge, you can search databases, but if you don't have access to it, then you won't be able to apply the knowledge that you've gained. So it's important to contact your library to see if your library is part of it, and if not, your librarian can write to WHO and it's signifying interest to be part of the Research for Life program. So the other thing I would like to just discuss briefly before we go into the demo of how to conduct advanced literature search is to discuss why online academic databases are important. They're important because they contain peer-reviewed journal articles. That means the contents are usually vetted by researchers, authorities in a particular subject area. So you're sure that the content is credible because it is peer-reviewed and has been vetted by authorities in that particular subject area. Also, academic databases include a wide range of disciplines and publications. You have journal article, theses, conference proceedings, and this promotes cross-disciplinary research, which usually, for example, in Science Direct, may be limited. For example, when you come to Web of Science, you can find articles on education, on medical sociology, on arts, unlike if you have just a collection, on a science collection, which is limited and restricted. The other thing is the efficiency, the time efficiency. For online academic databases, you can implement advanced searches such that you are able within a short time to retrieve precise and relevant articles without having to go through a lot of filtering, reviewing and assessing of such results. And also, of course, online academic databases, because they index journals and journals publish articles regularly, you have access to up-to-date findings, up-to-date research findings on a particular subject, unlike other static databases that are not dynamic like online academic databases. And also online academic databases have built-in citation generators. You can generate citations using different referencing styles from online academic databases. I can show you that during the demo. And you can also export this citation in different formats, in the RIS format, XML format, the big format, and then import into the reference management software, depending on the one you use, depending on if you're using EndNote or Mendeley or Zotero or Citavi, depending on the one available to you. And then, of course, online academic databases, because they are searchable and accessible via the internet. Researchers, students, authors around the world can access the content. This promotes international collaboration and knowledge sharing. So now to advanced online literature search. What is advanced literature search? It is a way of searching online academic databases. These allow you to search using refined keywords, concepts, or several fields, different search string, and this can be usually combined with Boolean operators and filters. It provides a form of control over the query of the search string resulting in more relevant results. Advanced searches involve the use of both natural and controlled language terms adopted from relevant subject headings. I will show you what this means shortly, because to conduct advanced literature search, you have to first develop a search strategy. So, advanced search using natural and controlled language. The first thing is you have to have a topic. You have to have a topic for your research. If it's a PhD program, if you're registered for a PhD program, you have to have, of course, a research topic. If it's a master's program, you have to have a research topic or a research question. That's the first thing. And the next thing is to develop a search strategy. And to develop a search strategy, you have to break the topic or research questions into keywords, phrases, synonyms, and alternative spellings. I will also show you how to do this shortly. And of course, I will be using this example, adolescent mental health in Nigeria. You can use any topic, but I have picked this topic because I have developed a search strategy for this topic, which I will implement shortly. It could be anything. It could be adolescent and social media in Nigeria. It could be any topic of interest, as long as it is relevant to the requirement for your research. So, using the topic that I have selected, the first thing is to identify the keyword. So, the topic I picked is adolescent mental health in Nigeria. So, from this topic, we have three keywords. The first one, or three search strings. The first is adolescent, the second is mental health, and the last is Nigeria. So to develop the search strategy, we need to expand the keywords. So the first one, adolescent, of course, we have synonyms like teens, teenager, young people, young persons, youngsters, young adult, youth, juvenile. So you will develop a table like this. Depending on the number of keywords in your topic or research question, you could have 3, 4. Then you can have 4 columns if you have 4 keywords, and then expand the words by generating alternative spellings or synonyms. This, I usually use PubMed Merge. That's the subject headings in the Merge database in PubMed to develop the search strategy to find out other meanings, other synonyms, alternative spellings. I also check databases to see the way these words have been used. I check abstract to see keywords at the end of the abstract to see other meanings, other spellings, other terms, or other concepts used to describe the keywords in the research or topic of interest. So now, the task I would like you to do, because I would like you to follow what I'm doing. I believe you have a laptop connected to the internet. So the first thing is to create an account in PubMed. And I will show you why this is important shortly. After creating an account in PubMed, together we will develop a search strategy. I have an account in PubMed already. So if you do not have an account, this is the best time to create an account that we will be using to search. And then, of course, we search in PubMed, EBSCO, using the natural and controlled languages terms or keywords or search string that we have developed in the search strategy. We apply the filters, we use the Boolean operators and the wildcard. So I will be switching to the practical session now to demonstrate what I've been saying about advanced literature search before I continue with my presentation.
Dr. Obashola, thank you so much for this insightful presentation. But please, can you give our students a minute for them to create PubMed account so that at least they can follow you up? So student, create your own account now. If you have any issue, let her know so that she can come in and assist you. So you have to be snappy with that. Thank you. Don't let me know if you're having any issue. Are you on it? Taufik, you have the account? Are you on it? Dr. Bashola, you can go on. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. So I hope you can see I have a search strategy that I'm sharing in Word, Microsoft Word. I hope you can see my screen. Can you please just comment in the chat box so I can know you can see what I am displaying? Just comment in the chat box. Can you see the search strategy that I have on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Please, is it the font size, kind of knowledgeable, or zoom out a bit?
So this is
Student, can you see it? I need a response. It's supposed to be an interactive session. Can you see it? Can you see our screen? You said? No. Can the font be increased, please? Okay. Better. Thank you.
so for the first keywords there, adolescent. So for the first keyword in your topic, maybe social media, for example, maybe adolescent and social media in Nigeria. You pick adolescent, you expand it using synonyms, alternative spellings. And then for the next word, let's say social media, you can now also look for the synonyms. But for this topic, the second keyword there is mental health, and I've expanded it using mental, using the wildcard asterisk. What this means is that the search string will retrieve articles containing mental health, mental anything, mental with many keywords after it. So I have other synonyms, other meanings to the mental health. And of course, the last keyword is Nigeria. So we have Nigeria, Southern Nigeria. It's possible that someone writes something about adolescent mental health in Northern Nigeria, something like that. So to capture those words or keywords too, that's why I've expanded it. And I'm going to show you where I got those keywords shortly. So let me share my browser, the PubMed interface, so you can see. Let me see. So this is my PubMed interface. I am here now. I'm signed in with my email address. So the first thing to expand the keyword is to check the subject heading. That's the MERS database, the MERS database. So the first thing I'm going to look up there is, let me look up adolescent. The MERS database contains other keywords, terms relating to that concept of interest. So these are the synonyms to what I need. This is where I got all the keywords in the search strategy that I used. You can see we have adolescents here, adolescents, female, youths, teens. This is where I got everything I used. So when you type in a keyword, you can easily just get the synonyms, and then you can copy and then paste it in your search strategy. The other thing I usually do, for example, is to, for this topic, is to search, just search generally for one of the keywords to see how it was used in a publication. For example, I've searched and I'm looking at, okay, mental health. So let me look at this and see if you have under the abstract keywords. So it's mental health, psychiatric, epidemiology, public health. So it's mental health here. I also go back to check if maybe I check like 2-3 articles to see. I check under the abstract and see. So I can't find any keywords here. So let me check another one. Adolescent mental health in crisis. I like this one. I hope the abstract is available. So no abstract available. These are some of the things you need to, you're going to use to assess the results of your searches. One of the things we will be considering later on in the presentation. So here I see keywords like depression, anxiety, psychological distress. I have well-being here. I don't have psychological distress and depression, so let me add those ones. I'm just showing you how to expand the search strategy. So I'm going to add here depression. Then I'm going to also add psychological distress. So I've added those to my, so let me just show you so you can see what I'm doing clearly. So from this, so here I'm going to add depression and psychological distress or depression. So I'm going to put the search string here in quotes because it is more than a word. So if the search term is more than a word, you have to put it in quotes for the database to pick it. It's important to take note of that. And so I have my search term. In between similar terms, you will be using or. And for different terms, you'll be using and. So this will find the union of articles with these keywords, and we find the intersection of articles with the 3 words. So after this, the next thing I'm going to do is to apply this search strategy I've developed for advanced search. So now let me just show you. It's important to change this to PubMed when you're searching. Make sure it's not all databases or merged database or PMC. Make sure it's PubMed before you search. I just want to see what this, let me see what is here. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the advanced here. This is the PubMed Advanced Search Builder, and this is where I will be conducting the advanced search. So the first thing I will do is to copy and paste the first keyword into the search box. So I'm going to paste it here and add to the search box. Then I'm going to paste the next keyword, which is mental health. I'm going to paste this also into the query box and apply the and then the last keyword, set of keywords, I'm going to copy it and paste it into the search box. Applying and also with this. Then I'm going to click on search. So you can see that I have 514 articles. I don't have 1 million, I don't have 10,000, I don't have 100,000, which usually is very difficult to filter through yourself without applying the inbuilt filter of the database. So now I'm going to apply filters to this. Let's just assume I'm interested in articles published in the last 5 years. So I'm going to check 5 years here. So if I'm interested in articles in English, I'm going to check English. And I'm just interested in free full text articles. You can see that it's reducing gradually. Now I have 185, and I'm also thinking, okay, I just need articles focusing on female adolescents. So now I have 105. So I'm saying, okay, what else? Okay, let me just focus on reviews, literature reviews, or systematic reviews. So I picked that. So now I just have 3 articles, but that is too small. So I'm going to uncheck that. That means we don't have a lot of systematic reviews on, for example, if you want to conduct a systematic review on adolescent mental health in Nigeria, with this, I can easily see that, oh, we don't have a lot of articles on systematic reviews on adolescent mental health in Nigeria. So this way also I can determine to focus on that since we don't have it. But let me check if I will have more reviews, just ordinary reviews. So we have 6. We have 6. So this way you can filter down, but I'm going to uncheck that because I want more articles. You can filter down on the number of articles. Now, the next thing I want to do is to save this article so that next time I want to search, I go to, on the same topic, I want to refer to the articles I've retrieved. I won't start all over again conducting the advanced search. So I'm going to save this to, I want all the results. So I'm going to save this to, sorry, I want to send this to my collection, my collection. Yeah, you can create a new collection. Let me call this one Lead City. So I'm adding all the results in that search, which is over 100 articles. So I'm going to click on Add. So this new items are added to your collection. Edit your collection. I can click on Edit my collection here, or I can go into my account to see what I have there. So if I click on my account, my dashboard, then I can look out for collection named Lead City. So you can see I have the 105 articles here. So anytime I logged into my PubMed account again, I click on this, I will definitely see my 105 articles. You can see that I have the 105 articles back. So now I have less articles to screen, unlike if you have to screen 1 million or 1,000 articles. So now let me just show you something. If I go to this place, I type adolescent and mental health and Nigeria. This is just a basic search string, and I click on yes. Because of the filter that I have applied, this is retrieving 140 articles. Now, if I uncheck all these filters, let me leave it to free full text, but let me uncheck 5 years. Let me uncheck the female. Let me uncheck English, the female. There is a female filter here. Now you see we have 300 articles. So these are ways you can reduce or filter out the articles you do not need. This is one way to conduct the advanced search. Let me show you another way. If you have any question, maybe you have issues trying to search, trying to do what I'm doing, please just raise your hand or just comment in the chat box. So this is what we have here now. So another way to do it is to do the search one by one. So instead of combining everything together in the search box, I will be searching it one after the other. For example, let me start with the adolescent. So the first set of search strings, I copy them, then I place it here, add, and I click on search. So I go back to I have over 100,000 articles. So I go back to the PubMed Advanced Search Builder. Note that you can only conduct the advanced search on the PubMed Advanced Search Builder interface. So this is the result of the first set of strings. I've applied over 100,000 search string, over 100,000 results. So the next set of strings I'll be using is the mental health strings, mental health keywords, expanded using the merge database. So I'm going to copy this, copy it and paste it. I'm pasting it again in this advanced search builder. I click on search. I go back to the search builder by clicking advanced, and then I copy the last set of string, which is the Nigeria string. Search. So now going back to the advanced search builder, we have here string number 14, 15, and 16 will be combined now. So I will add this to query, combine it with and, add with and the last one add with hand. So then I click search. So we have 185 because remember I have unchecked some of the things that were checked before, like English, like female, adolescents. Yeah, so we have the 10, I think we had 105 the first time, so we still have the same result. So you can decide to go this way. Another way to search PubMed, to quickly search PubMed, is to use the PubMed search builder. There is also the PubMed search builder. This is also another quick one, another quick way to search. So let's say I just want to do a quick search. I don't want to go through developing the search strategy. Probably I don't have the time. But if you're going to publish your research in a journal article, then you need to do the advanced search to save time and then to organize your work in a systematic way. So I'll just click on this because this meaning aligns with what I want. Then I'll click on add to search builder. So I'm going to now type the next keyword, which is adolescent. Yes, this aligns with what I want. This description aligns with what I want. I'm going to add it to the search builder too. And the last word there, Nigeria. I hope Nigeria is there. Okay, so it's there. So I'm adding it also to search builder. And then I'll click search PubMed. So for here, now with this result, I have 54 results. 54 results, free full text, a lot of it. So depending on if you're conducting a systematic review, definitely you need to do a search strategy, then implement the advanced search. If you just need to conduct a literature review for a student paper, for an essay, then or write-up, then you can quickly use the second search. So I would like to just have a break to provide opportunity for questions. If you have questions you would like to ask. So any question? Do you have any question? So is everything clear? I need a response.
No question online. Okay, there's a question.
Where is the question? I can't see. I can't
Thank
see
you.
the question.
My question is, this National Library of Medicine that you just taught us on the search strategies. My question is it a centralized database or subject? What are the limitations to this EBSCO, this National Library of Medicine document that you just taught us now? So, and then my next question I want to ask you is concerning the advanced search that you taught us. Is it compulsory that anytime you want to use the advanced search, is it compulsory that we use key terms, or we can just type in whatever we are searching for? So what's the necessity for the key terminologies, the keywords that you ask us to be using, specifically when we are using advanced search while using PubMed? Thank you.
Okay. Do we have any other question?
Okay, thank you, Ma. My question is concerning creating an account. Although I use my own Orchid number, so because I've created it, so I don't know if it's possible for an individual to have the account without choosing institution account, or probably an independent researcher that is not connected to any school. Is it possible for that person to to open an account without choosing the individual account?
So for the first question, he asked the question about the search string, that is it important to develop the search strategy. Like I said before, depending on the kind of research you are conducting. If you are conducting a systematic review, you have to develop the search string, the search strategy. And usually, the evidence-based research is based on searching systematically and then ensuring that the process you use is documented properly and can be easily used by another person to verify how you arrived at the articles you are using for your research. But if you just have an assignment or term paper or essay, you can just conduct a basic search. For your PhD research, it is important to be systematic with your search, because most likely it is possible, because I've been at students' PhD defense where the examiner has a paper that is a major paper in that area that was missed out by the student. This implies that if you don't search exhaustively, it is possible to miss out important publications in that area. In very, very important publications can be missed out, and this will really affect the research. This can affect the output of the research that you plan to conduct. But if it's just an assignment, or if it is just a term paper, you can quickly conduct a basic search using the basic search terms or keywords without expanding it. But it is important to expand if you are doing advanced research, conducting a systematic review, meta-analysis. It is very important. And no, I have not seen any journal that will publish a systematic review without the advanced search strategy stated clearly in the research methodology or at the back of the article. And I would like to add here that systematic reviews informs policy, and this is conducted in different fields, discipline now. And the rule internationally and generally is that you cannot publish a systematic review without a librarian or an information specialist. That is what I've been doing for UNICEF. That's what I've done for International Center for Research for Women in the US, UNICEF in Italy, and even for researchers here in Vienna. And even in Nigeria, I've supported researchers conducting systematic reviews. It's not only important for you to know it for your research, it is now the intern for information specialists, librarians all over the world to be able to support systematic reviews. And librarians who can conduct advanced search, develop search strategies for systematic reviews are very scarce. So it is very important for you to be able to do this so you can, play at the international level. Already, I have organizations who need librarians or information specialists who can conduct advanced literature search, who can develop search strategies. And it's also important to know that for systematic reviews, the method section, the main method section is this advanced search strategy. I can show you a paper I did with UNICEF, a systematic review of reviews, which was it is the first of its kind. And I'm the only librarian on that team, and they need a librarian. And I've seen other research teams, research organizations in need of librarians, of information specialists, or even researchers, because some researchers, while in postgraduate school, learned how to do advanced literature search, and they were recruited to conduct the advanced literature search for this type of publication I'm talking about, systematic reviews, where you have to search several databases using such strategy developed across different subject headings. This is very important. And I'm saying this because I know that in Nigeria, a lot of awareness, is not, we are not doing a lot of awareness about the role of librarian in this evidence-based research, because systematic reviews are evidence-based. Everything about it now with systematic reviews, your data is the journal articles that you retrieve from online academic databases. So if you want to master systematic searches, then you need to understand, not beyond your PhD program. You want to go into consultancy later, you need to master how to develop search strategy. You need to also understand how to implement the search strategies on different online academic databases. Just to answer that first question. Then the second question about, do you need to have an institutional account? No, you don't need to. If you look at my PubMed, the PubMed interface, I used my Gmail account. I registered my Gmail account because I can't even use my institution account for security reasons. So I always use my Gmail account when I'm searching online academic databases. So it is not compulsory to use your institutional email. I hope I've answered all the questions. So
Thank you, Dr. Boshola. Before we move ahead, questions. We have questions, like 3 questions. The first one is, what if I'm searching literature for my PhD thesis? How do I go about it? The second one is, how do I set up automatic alerts for new publication on a topic of interest? And is it only science-based articles that one can search on PubMed? Thank you.
thank you very much. The first question for my PhD, developing the search strategy for my PhD research. If you follow the steps in this presentation, first, you have a research question or topic. Second, you identify the keywords. Third, you build a table containing, expanding each of those keywords, providing synonyms. Then you have a search strategy for your research. It is very simple. If you follow the procedure, identify a topic, break the topic into keywords, expand the keywords, and then combine these keywords on the advanced search portal for the database of interest, use it and then combine it using and or, and then apply filters. You will definitely get relevant articles that you need. Then there is a second question about, sorry, please, can you please remind me the second question?
Second question is it only science-based articles that one can search on PubMed?
Okay, of course not. You can find medical sociology, you can find social sciences, you can, for example, you can find issues relating to bullying and social media. That is a social issue. That is not a, well, it is in between. You have social, it can also be a public health issue because it will affect the mental health of the students or the young people that are being bullied on social media or the people that are being bullied on social media. There are a lot of other articles on education, can also be, you can retrieve them on PubMed. PubMed is actually very robust. You can also, there are a lot of things you can retrieve. If you look at the list in the, just beside the search box, you will find the first item there is all databases. You find PubMed, PubMed Central, clinical trials, data sets, even ebooks. You can get ebooks on PubMed. It is so dynamic. But we have other databases, like I said earlier. I want us to go to EBSCO now. I want to show you EBSCO because EBSCO, of course, is more relevant to information science, to social sciences, to education. So for you to see that it is not only PubMed, and we are not going to focus only on PubMed. So let me share the PubMed interface.
Okay, Doctor.
But the question I
Before you
have
go
is,
ahead, there's
okay,
another. Sorry for the interruption. How do I set up automatic alert for new publications on a topic of interest?
yes, I will show you that. I didn't talk on that because I want to show them how to do that in PubMed or in EBSCO. That is very, very possible. And there's something I wanted to say. Okay, I hope I'll remember it. Okay, I see another question. Which database will you recommend for research topic related to land administration? In PubMed, in EBSCO, there is a database on environment, architecture. Those are the kind of databases that you can use for land administration. EBSCO generally, I will recommend EBSCO. Even JSTOR, you will find some there. You will find some in JSTOR. So I want to go to EBSCO because of time. So do you have access to EBSCO host? That's the question I wanted to ask. I know that TED Fund is providing access to Nigerian universities. Right? Am I right, Dr. Adeyeye?
Good.
I
Okay.
know that, yeah. Do we still have access to EBSCOs through TED Fund? Because I know there was a time that you shared the password.
Dr. Bashola,
Yes.
public universities have access to EBSCO because they have this collaboration, coming together, about 5, 6 universities coming together to subscribe to it. But in the private university, I don't think there is any arrangement like that, except the provost now, maybe when she gets to the committee of provosts, can initiate that. It's a good one anyway, if she can initiate that.
Okay. Anyway, but it's important to have this because this is for social science, and you have 23 databases here. Like someone was asking me which database is good for land administration, for example. You can find You can use the Ecolint. You can use the Atlas regional databases. You can use the Business Source Ultimate. Different types of databases. For this package, we have 23 databases here in EBSCO, and I'm going to search all of them at the same time. That's the beauty of EBSCO platform. You can just select one. You can see that the APA Psych info is also here. Sorry, can you see my screen? I hope I have shared it.
No, the screen is not visible yet.
Oh my God. Okay, so let me just share it now. I was I was just talking to myself. Okay. I'm trying to share the screen. So, can I find it? So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
So I was saying that for EBSCO, you have access for this particular package. We have access to over 20 databases, to be precise, 23. And here you can select, you have the database of library. This is the LISTA database, Libraries, Information Science, Technology, and Abstract. You have the APA Psych Info. You have Medline here. You have regional news, different databases. And I was talking about, yeah, for the person that is interested in land matters, you can search databases here for that too. You can check different databases depending on the package that you have. Some I've seen packages, EBSCO packages having just 6 databases, and I've seen others having more. Let me log into another account. I want to show you more packages on the more databases under that. Please just hold on a minute. I'm trying to log in into another account so that I can show you. Let's go. So, I want to quickly share this screen so you can see. So can you see the screen? So for EBSCO, for this particular package, for this institution, we have the academic search complete. You can search it for documents on land, publications on land and land administration, environment complete. Like I said, you have databases on environment. For The social science, the SOC index is another good one where you can get publications on land administration, but I will suggest focusing on environment complete if you have access to EBSCO, because that it's important. Access is important. So now let's go back to this database, EBSCO Discovery Platform. So this is I'm going to search all these databases using the search string that we developed. So I'm going to click on select. I can decide to remove some of them. For example, library, information science and technology. I don't think I need it for mental health, so I just remove it. I don't want news publication. I don't want news. I don't want philosophers index. I don't want anything on criminal justice. I don't want ebooks. I just want an article, just to show you that on EBSCO platform, you have a lot of databases, and then you can decide to pick the ones that you want. So I'm just selecting these ones. So I have 17 databases I will be using. So I'm going to use the same set of keywords that we used the other time. Now, before I proceed, I just want to answer the question from someone now. Can you see my screen, please? So I went back to the, yes, I went back to the PubMed to show how to create alert. So at the bottom of the search box, you see that create alert. So this is the search string. It's going to use the search string that we used. Would you like email update of new search results? Yes. Then you are going to pick the frequency. The frequency, is it monthly? Is it the first Sunday? Do you just want the summary, or you want the apps, whatever you want? Do you want the database to keep sending to you even when you don't have? Do you just want 5 items? Do you want 10, 200, depending on how you want it? And then if you want any optional text, maybe latest publication on mental health in Nigeria, then you save it. So it will be sending it to this email, and then you can decide to change this email if you want. I can decide to change the search string to the person that wants land administration and Nigeria. That's my search string for this one. So, but this is not relevant here. I'm just showing you an example. We also see it in EBSCO. So I click on this and then I save it. Would you like to receive, would you like email update of new research? So send to this. I can decide to change the email or leave what is there, but I don't want to change the email. So that's how to create the alerts in PubMed. So let's go to, let's go back to, so I have the EBSCO. I hope you can see my screen, please. So I have here 17 databases to search. And like I did in PubMed, I will be copying keywords adolescent first into the search box. So I have it here. Then I will copy the next set of keywords, which is mental health. Then I'm going to copy the last set of keywords, which is Nigeria. So I'm going to paste this there. So now for the all fields, I don't want you to search all fields. I want you to search the title. This will make the result more sensitive. So when I finish searching the title, I will still search the subject, And when I finish the subject, I'll search the abstract. This way, I won't miss out important keywords, because if it can't pick the publication at the title level, it will pick it at the abstract level or at the subject level. So I'm going to now click on search. So I have 88 publications. So this is so easy, unlike conducting just a basic search. Let me conduct a basic search here for you to see basic search. And I just type adolescent and mental health and Nigeria. And I click on search. You can see that if you don't conduct an advanced search, you would always have a lot of articles coming out, and this can be really cumbersome and overwhelming. Just like in PubMed, you can create an account for yourself so that you can save what you have done. You need to be signed in to be able to save what you have done. And to create an alert, like in PubMed, you click on this and then you sign in. Again, you have to sign in to be able to set up the alert, and then you can see searches alert that is here already. Now, you can also save. Maybe you have different projects by project. I want to go back to the advanced search. So now I can also filter in EBSCO. I decide to filter. I want just free full text. I want articles published in the last 5 years. And what else? I want the language to be English. I don't want anything else. What else do I want? Wow, there is one Yoruba publication here. That's interesting. So, and I want just journal articles. I want academic journals. That's it. So I apply this. So it's reducing it to 137 publication instead of the over 1,000 that we had. So you can see that applying filters, applying advanced search, it makes the work easier. If you conduct basic search every time, you always have a lot of articles retrieved, and this will be very, very overwhelming every time. And with advanced search, you can save, you can set up alerts in your that delivers information in your email box, so you can see the latest publication in a particular subject area, so you don't miss out any publication. Now I need to go back to my slides because time is on our side. It's important for me to go through this part of the slide because it's important to be able to do the search, but also to be able to assess the results of the searches that we conduct. Can you see my slide, please? So how do you know that?
Yes, we can.
How do you know that, because I'm back to my slide, how do you know good results when you search? So I want to briefly discuss the criteria for assessing the search results. It's important to be able to know because so that you know whether your search string is good. Because if you don't have a good search string, it will not retrieve the right result. For example, you have to first check the relevance. If you search by title, you look at the keywords. Oh, these articles I've retrieved, do they have mental health? Do they have adolescent? Is it in the context of interest? Is it in Africa or is it in Europe or America? You have to be careful when you retrieve articles because it's possible to retrieve a lot of articles and then they are not aligning with the research interest. And then the credibility and the authority, it's important to look at Who are the authors of this publication? Are these people authorities in this area? Have they published several articles in this area? Are they known researchers or experts in this area? It is important to check that. And is it from an academic database, or is it just from an online digital collection? So these are things that should be considered. Then also purpose and objectivity. It's important to check, is there any conflict of interest? What is the purpose of this research? Who is funding this research? Also the methodology. Is the methodology appropriate? Is there data transparency? These are important things to check when assessing the quality of the results of the searches, and as well as the writing quality of the publication needs to be checked to be sure, okay, this article was peer reviewed, edited properly, before publishing. And of course, the citation count and usage. This also will help to see the impact of the publication. You see the number of times it has been cited, it has been used in other publication. If you notice, when you search Google Scholar, it will show you, when you search in the search results, this article has been cited by so number of authors or related articles. It's important to take note of those things, because if you retrieve an article and you see that, oh, it has been cited by a lot of people, that means the article is very relevant to that subject area. And then you retrieve an article that has not been cited by anybody, then one needs to be very careful. The article might still be relevant, but it's important to check the article carefully to be sure that the article is of good quality, because it might be relevant but may not be of good quality, and probably why that is the reason why people are not citing it. And then it's important to check the publication type in terms of accessibility. Is it a publication published under the open access service, or it's behind a paywall? Because if you retrieve a lot of relevant articles or publications and you don't have access to it, they are all published behind a paywall, then you can access it. That won't be nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Obashola. A round of applause for her, please. Yeah. Do we have questions online or physically? If you have any questions, so that we can round up the program. Any question? Any concern? Okay. So on that note, I'm going to give the mic to the HOD of the Department of Information Management, Dr. Sophia Day. A round of applause for her.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Dr. Obashola, thank you for creating time to be with us. Thank you for allowing us to take from your wealth of knowledge. To the PG students, both online and physical, I want to sincerely thank you all for creating time to be here to learn. Learning is a process, it's continuous. Let's continue to learn. We have people in the library that can put us through what Dr. Obashola just taught us now. Don't be too busy, don't be too big to visit the library, because those people there actually, they have the skill to do this. Obashola is able to do this because she has the skill, she's been taught the skill. Likewise, most of the librarians can do this too. You can visit the library, and after this session, I'm still going to go to Dr. Obashola for more time with her. On behalf of the management of Felicity University, the provost of the PG College, Professor Fola Kemi Rodeyi, and of course, the Department of Information Management, where I'm the head, and other teaching and non-teaching staff of this university, we want to sincerely thank Dr. Oluwaseun Obashola for creating time to be with us today, for making sure that we got one or two things from our wealth of knowledge. I want to also appreciate the presence of Dr. Oluwabumi Bakari Fatugashe, Dr. Folashade Ogutoye, and Dr. Sunday Tulubu. I don't know if there's any academic staff present here? Okay. I want to sincerely appreciate everybody, and I pray sincerely, Dr. Bashola, that the good Lord will continue to water you. He will replenish everything that you have given to us today in 100-folds. Thank you so much. God bless. We look forward to more collaboration with you, Dr. Bashola. After this session, I'm going to extend your contact to the provost of the PG College, Professor Folakemi Oredei, and we'll continue from there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, PG
Thank you.
students.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Sorry, just a minute. Once again, I join the head of department, information management, to appreciate you for the lecture and also appreciate all students. I just want to pass this information across that please, for certificates, if you so desire to have the certificate, then scan the scan code, that flyer, and follow the process. You upload your evidence of payment there. If you don't do, no physical, whatever. And we are going to follow through with the online registration. The slides will be forwarded to the email online as well as the certificate. Any question? Okay, so if you have paid and you have not uploaded your receipt, please go and do that. No physical. Nobody should come and meet me that I paid. This is the evidence of my payment. We are not treating any physical receipt. So please do the needful. It's online. What the training we've read now is part of it. The word is no more analog. It is virtual, online. So please go online and do the needful. Fill the form, and we will extract the information there and forward the slides to you as well as the certificate. Thank you so much once again for joining, both physical and online. And God bless.
Thank you very much.
I want to sincerely appreciate the technical crew, ably led by Mr. Kennedy. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.